Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Nick's vlogs, and we actually made some minor changes to his program. First time in any of the vlogs we've done anything other than change the bar weight. Alright, we just changed the bar weight up until now. We're taking him from 10s down to 5s on his bench and his squat. You know, and we've been doing it the other way for months, keeping in mind we've just been making slow, steady, linear progress, while trying to keep relatively balanced muscle development. And again, I always have to remind people, because new people chime in, they may not be aware. Nick is in his 40s. He was previously over 400 pounds, started running marathons a few years ago, took up running to lose weight. He's on his weight loss journey, and he's just been slowly coming down. Now obviously the first 100 pounds or so he lost much, much, much quicker. But if you guys notice, he's been losing body fat in these vlogs. You go back 3 months. All right, go back and look. He's still continuing to lose body fat, and we're still continuing to get stronger. Now he's not at a super high strength level yet, but we're not doing bad, are we? Like this week, he easily, because we went to 5s, did a 5x5 with 140 on the bench, did a 5x5 with 185 on the squat. He pulled 250 for 5 reps. Now, this is where he's up to as a novice while continually losing body weight. So, you have to extrapolate that over and go, okay, well, at this rate, is he going to continue to just make this progress for 6 months and keep losing more weight and body fat? Yes, of course. Right, of course. So, for him, we're in a situation still to where he can just continue to do his running. Right, he can do marathons still. He can stay in a very small calorie deficit year round. And we can gain strength and muscle with very basic programming. Here's the point, though. You've got to be consistent. Consistency. Because I get some people in here who feel inspired by him. They're like, oh, wow, this is kind of where I'm at in my life. I'm not. They can't relate to someone like Brett or Isaac when he was doing his vlogs. And that's almost another topic. Isaac quit training for a bit completely. Got some burnout. I understand why. And he understood why. And I told him, stuff he did that was not what I wanted him to do. And then he burned out. And I'm not going to get into the details, but that's, some of the problems that we can have. Because I'm big on fatigue management. That's why guys like Nick over here don't burn out. You don't see some of my other really strong people burn out. You don't see Emma burn out. We've been doing this for years with her. And we've been doing the vlogs for, 6, 7, 8 months at least. Something like that for her. She doesn't burn out. So, something to think about. I'm big on fatigue management. But, that's the thing as a coach, you have to get people to listen. And if they won't listen and they decide they're the coach, then they're going to get the level of results that their knowledge and experience is capable of giving. And that's unfortunate. And you do get this. You guys will get this as coaches. You as clients out there. I get that all the time. I've had clients who say, yeah, I don't get that. Like you would get anyone who's paying you, and then they don't follow exactly what you tell them to do, and then that person actually then does that later. And the funniest part, I have had clients who do that. They actually 6 or 7 times do something different than I told them to do. They decide for themselves they're just going to change this on their own. And then they'll still say, yeah, I don't see why anyone, would do that. And they don't even realize that they do it. Let me explain what I mean, guys. If your coach tells you to put 315 pounds on the bar and you put 325, you're not a compliant client. Coach tells you to lose X amount of weight per week or gain X amount of weight per month, and you do it faster than that, you are not a compliant client. You're non-compliant. And therefore, you don't get to blame that coach when something goes wrong. It's unfair to your coach. I didn't tell you to use that much weight. It's not the rules I gave you for training. I told you specifically to reset every rep. I told you to pause on every rep. You didn't. Don't blame me for your torn bicep, your torn quad, your torn pec. You did something I told you not to do. Right? And it's that simple. If a coach tells you to pause every rep and you don't, you're not a compliant client, and you don't get to blame your coach. That's just how it works. It's not their fault. In the case of Nick, he follows instructions, and we can keep it very simple and just make continual progress. But that's the thing, and that's I guess where I want to go with some of this with this vlog today with Nick's stuff happening here. You know, those of you who are out there who are seeing his journey and want to do your own thing, well, just make sure that you know how to do your own thing. Or you could do even examples of what I give you on here for him. But if you go out and you hire a coach who you trust, don't deviate from what they tell you to do. Also, here's what deviating also means. The coach tells you need to tell them anytime you have tendons or anything that hurt, and you fail to do so. Okay? Why even have a coach? If you're going to do that, you know that coach is not going to be able to save you from tearing a tendon off the bone. That's on you. So I don't even know why you have one. It's something for people to think about. Something worth thinking about. When it comes to the whole coaching thing. You know, a good coach isn't doing this stuff arbitrarily or in a vacuum. Right? They aren't. If they're good, picking stuff for a reason. And you're paying them for that knowledge. All right, guys. Well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.